have to buy a pregnancy test. I don't know if I was supposed to cook this. I do believe in second chances. I do. No, seriously, look at these tan lines. Girl, do not cop an attitude with me. I'm the raw. I have to buy a pregnancy test. I've been putting this off for a while. Basically, my period is sometimes irregular, so I didn't think anything of it that it was a week late. And then I didn't think anything of it that it was 2 weeks late. Now I'm at 6 weeks. And things are starting to get scary because I'm starting to feel nauseous a little bit, which could be a variety of reasons, right? But we have to rule out pregnancy as an option. So Josh is at home. I told him I was going on a coffee run, which I am. I picked up our coffees. I didn't lie. At this point, I can't ignore it anymore. I can't ignore it. We have to know. Anyways, I got a non-dairy salted caramel cold brew. This is delicious. Highly enjoy that. Josh got a nitro cold brew. I'm just procrastinating because I don't want to, also I think my hat is triggering to people because it says coffee run, but it's red like a Trump hat. So when I went to go get coffee, people like first kind of like gave me a glance, just like in the store. They were like, I'm like, yo, not me. He's deporting my people. I'm not supporting him. Anyways, let's go buy a pregnancy test. Why are there so many? Does it matter? Oh my God. Oh geez. Like, is this a good one? I don't know. $17 for, I can't do it. I'm gonna do one. That's all you need is just one, right? Okay, I did it and it says 2 minutes. All right, so let's start the clock. And we're hoping for one line. One line is not pregnant, and that's what we want. But what if it's positive? It's not. It's not. But it could be. Like it could be positive. It's not positive. It's not positive. But we don't know that. But we will know that soon. Listen, I love kids. Josh loves kids. It's just we don't want our own. And I think part of that comes from, not that I owe anybody an explanation, but I'm just trying to buy myself some time here. Being the eldest daughter, I spent my whole life taking care of everybody else. My parents, my siblings, like friends, that when it was probably when I turned like 25, 26, I finally realized, okay, you need to start prioritizing what you want and what you want your life to look like. And then it's the whole thing of like, you know, it's always the mother who carries, you know, more of the, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's been 2 minutes. It's been 2 minutes. Okay. Should we check? We should probably check. I'm scared. I'm not gonna check. No, I'll do it. I will. Okay. Okay. I don't wanna. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I don't want to. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, no, we're gonna do it. Ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wait. I'm not pregnant. See, in my mind, I was like, I don't allow myself to be pregnant. It's mind over matter, baby. All right, well, in that case, I'm gonna celebrate with a drink and just keep living my life, you know? I don't know if I was supposed to cook this, but they gave it to us like this. It's good. Josh got the Japanese fried chicken. How is it? Good. I got the steamed dumpling. Josh got the green tea ice cream. How is it?
Oh, it's delicious.
What's it taste like?
High mochi.
I got a s'mores, so we're just gonna roast a little marshmallow. morning. I'm just checking my hair in the camera. Basically, I woke up this morning because Josh has to work and I didn't have anything to do and it was gonna be a high of like 80. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna go to my childhood beach. So I'm up here in York, Maine at Short Sands Beach. And honestly, the tan lines are tanning, which I appreciate. So it's 2:30 now. I'm just gonna walk down a little bit, grab a sweet treat for Josh because I miss him. And then I'm gonna go get a lobster roll and head home. No, seriously, look at these tan lines. Amazing. Today has been such a good day. Like, perfect summer day. I'm still on my soup though. Well, this is chowder, same thing, right? I don't know if anyone else can relate to this, but if I don't go to the beach almost like every weekend in the summer, I start to get almost like, I don't want to say anxiety because it's not that serious, but I guess I just start to become more hyper aware that like my tan lines are fading, even though they're not. Like, they are not fading. But I'll like look in the mirror and be like, oh my God, I'm not as tan as I was last week. Like, I have to get to the beach. I don't know. It's also interesting though, because I'm starting to understand the way Cape locals feel about York. Like, I've basically been coming to York since like 1999. And back then, like, this place was not super popular. I think Wells at the time was like the vacation spot over the summer in Maine, which is always a good thing because like the money they get from tourism, they definitely put into like maintaining parking and the beaches and, you know, the town. So I think that's a really good thing. I'm content. All right, I'm headed home. Josh and I are going to the Revs game tonight. So let's get back. Let's bring him his little sweet treat and get ready for the game. Start with my SPF 30 primer from Ciel Cosmetics. Hands down one of the best primers I've ever used. Like, it's so clutch. Josh, who are the Revs playing today? Orlando. They're a good team, right? Oh, we're gonna lose? I mean, I have very little faith right now in this team because after last week, essentially what happened was we ended the first half up 2-0, right?
Yep,
and ended the game by losing 5-3. Anyways, today was such a perfect beach day, minus the umbrella that flew in my face. So I'm sitting on the beach reading my book. I'm currently reading The Perfect Couple by Ellen Hilderbrand. They just turned that book into a Netflix series, or a Netflix movie, I wanna say. I don't know, it's on Netflix now. And so I wanna read it before I watch the Netflix series. Anyways, I'm sitting there reading the book when all of a sudden I hear, hey, and I like see something, like I'm reading and I like see something coming and I look up and this umbrella just like literally this close to my face. I caught it like right here. The women whose umbrella it was, they left a while ago. They like left their stuff to go get lunch and I guess they just didn't secure their umbrella that well, but then they came back from lunch and I basically had just folded the umbrella and like put it down in front of their chairs. So they come back from lunch and one of them's like, oh, looks like somebody moved our umbrella. Somebody took our umbrella down. And they're like, oh, why? And I was like, actually your umbrella flew up and hit me in the face. So I just closed it and put it in front of you. And they were like, oh my God, we're so sorry. Like, and I was like, it's okay. I was like, girl, do not cop an attitude with me. I'm the wrong don't cop an attitude. I'm the wrong person to cop attitude with. But actually it was kind of funny because they clearly had been, these are like older women. They clearly had been drinking at lunch. So they all came back like slurring and like a little sloppy, which like, whatever, live your life, you know? Okay, wait, why did I just grab more blush? Okay, all right, I guess I'll use this. Okay, it's hard to tell in the light, but like we're going for sun-kissed today because that's what I am. I'm actually a little burnt. Josh had to put some of my like French magic cream on my back. He was like, you're burnt. Like, because I didn't have, what am I supposed to do at the beach? I went by myself. Who was supposed to put lotion on my back? Nobody. So now I'm just standing there with like a spray bottle of sunscreen, like, you know what I mean? So you guys, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. You need a lash primer. And this one is from Essence. It's their Volume Booster Lash Primer. It's like $6 on Amazon. But anyways, being at the beach all day and not talking to anybody definitely is like fueling my yap. Yeah, it's definitely served me well, which is why if I'm around other people and I'm quiet, I'm like, that's how you know I don't like you. If I'm quiet around you, if I'm not saying anything to you, I don't like you because I love to talk. And then for a lip, I'm gonna go in with the Iris and Romeo Weekend Skin Moisture Lip Balm. This is in the shade Camellia. I have been loving this. The shade is perfect. This formula is perfect. It's SPF 30, like, it's everything I want. Okay, my hair is still a little wet, so I think I'm just gonna clip it back low. Let's go to the game. Okay, let's get ready for round 3 of Dine Out Boston. So Yukaku, the Japanese barbecue, 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. First of all, even if you don't want to do Dine Out Boston, they have literally like 7 other menus. They have an all-you-can-eat menu. They have like an upcharge menu that's like the premium meats, I guess you could say. Hold on, I need to put a lip product on because I feel naked getting ready without a lip product. This is the Facial lip treatment I was talking about last week. Love it. Love it. It was $46 for dinner and we got to choose an appetizer and then you get 3 different types of meat that you could choose from. You saw the menu, and a dessert. And then on top of that, what's included with everything is a miso soup, a salad, white rice. I highly recommend. It was such a good improvement from Sophia's Grotto. So truthfully, Josh and I will go back to Sophia's Grotto just because it's a nice place to go for after work cocktails, you know? They also have pizza. So we're kind of wondering if maybe their focus is pizza and then they just have like all of these other things on the menu. I don't know. I do believe in second chances. I do. And so tonight, Elizabeth and I are going to Batiful in Cambridge. It's French cuisine, which I'm so excited about. I love French food. Also, I don't know if I've ever used this on camera with you guys. I forget, but this is the Chanel bronzer. I think I did. I don't remember. Another one of those that's like, you gotta really like mix it first on the back of your hand, warm it up. I'm gonna need a lot of bronzer to cover this big old forehead. I hate doing updos. Like I hate doing slick back updos. I really do, but it's really freaking hot. And I can't have frizz. I just can't, you know, like my hair can't handle that. I really want to work it into the hairline so you don't have like that random space. You see how like back here my scalp's a little lighter? Yeah, we want to work this in there. Do a little on my eyes too, warm up the eyes. I've seen a lot of videos on this Chanel bronzer. This is the darkest shade they have though. This is shade 3, I want to say. They have a light, medium, dark. This is the darkest one. Yeah, 3. I think it looks nice. Gorgeous, even. When Josh and I were in France, we ordered escargot, which is, you know, snails. And Josh didn't know what that was. So he just let me order because I had practiced a little bit of French ahead of time. And so he's like, okay, what did you order? And I was like, escargot and some fries and like this salad. And he's like, what's escargot? And I told him what it was. And he was like, why would you order that? We're in a new country. We have to be adventurous. Hello? It's actually really good. If you've never had snails before, they taste a lot like shrimp. All right, well, my powder sets, I'm gonna go in with my bronzer. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Saddle. Obsessed with this bronzer. This is the only one I've used all summer. Okay, for blush, this is the Patrick Ta She's the Moment. I have been waiting to use this all summer. Here we are in the middle of August and I've used it maybe once. But truthfully, that's because the Nude Sticks Nude Screen in Peaches and Soul is like very similar and it has SPF. This is what I've been using all summer. I feel like I've gotten a little bit of a tan that I can now use this one. This is like a neutral peach. If you're somebody who's afraid of blush, what I could tell you is start with a nude color. It will change your life, truly. Ones that I really like, there's Humor Me by MAC Cosmetics. It's a powder. Patrick Ta also has one. I think it's called Barely There, and it's a neutral pink. Pause Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. You guys, I'm getting really excited because next week we're going to see Bad Bunny and it's my birthday! Hey, 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 hey. I'm very excited. I've been building out the itinerary all week, naturally. And my brothers have it, so when we had brunch, I basically was like, listen, this is the itinerary. This is like what's happening when. You could stick to it and come along with us because I rented the car. I was like, or you could do your own thing, like in between. I really don't care. Also, remember last week when I told you that I hadn't bought anything from Sephora in 8 weeks? Well, I can't say that anymore. I needed a new brow gel, okay? I needed a new brow gel. I finished the brow gel that I had, and so I needed a new one. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Freeze Gel. So good. I got the mini. Just to get rid of some of that shine up there, I'm gonna go in with the Kosas setting powder. This is in the shade Comfy. Yeah, much better. I'll do a little on the chin. A little, okay. I love this powder because it is so blurring on the skin. Yeah, the itinerary for Bad Bunny is looking really good. I have watched, I think, every TikTok video on Bad Bunny's residency. I have curated my For You page so perfectly. It's a little brown smudge on the eye. You see that? Just a little edge, you know what I'm saying? This is the Sephora retractable eyeliner pencil in the shade Chocolate Brown. I've also been buying myself birthday gifts nonstop the past like 2 weeks. And to be fair, I'm not really one of those people who's like, it's my birthday month, it's my birthday month. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, I just find myself like when I'm shopping, I'll be like, well, it's my birthday in 3 weeks. Well, it's my birthday in 2 weeks. I'm like, this is my birthday gift to myself. I will say though, my husband is very supportive of it. Like, he's never, Josh is not that guy to be like, oh my God, like, why are you spending so much money? Or, oh my God, like, what are you buying? What are you buying? You don't need, like, he is not that guy. He is 100% supportive of my spending. And that, ladies, is a real man. Okay, while I'm waiting for the primer to dry, I'm finally going to be using the lipstick that I bought months ago, specifically for the summer. I'm such a loser. This is the YSL Candy Glaze in shade 8. This is that orangey color. I'm lining my lips with the Makeup by Mario lip liner in the shade Travis. Smudge that out. I look like my aunt. Deadass. This is how my aunt looked in the 90s, Jesus. And then I'm gonna go in with the lip. Ooh. I love it. Because the dark brown liner kind of mutes it a little bit so it fits my skin tone. Because remember, we're a soft autumn. These like bright orangey reddish colors are not necessarily my exact match. So we gotta manipulate them a little bit, okay. Also, Lancome sent me this new mascara. This is the Lancome Idol Flutter Extension. And I have to say, I'm actually really loving it because the bristles are tiny. And I thought that was gonna be a problem. Turns out, it's great at gripping every lash. But I will say, this doesn't look the same if you don't use a lash primer. If you're just using this on your eyes without a lash primer, I don't think it's that great. I'm telling you guys, you gotta get on your lash primer game. And that's just one coat. That's one coat of lashes. Okay, I think I'm basically done. I'm gonna get dressed and head out. Food was so good. We both ordered the exact same things. We got French onion soup, steak frites, and it was almost like a French bread pudding with vanilla ice cream and like a caramel sauce. It was very good, but neither of us finished any of our dishes because it was just like very filling. But highly recommend. Also super cute. They have this nice like outdoor patio situation. Highly recommend. We'll definitely be going back. So yeah, all right, so that's 2 out of 3 Dine Out Boston restaurants that Josh and I have tried. So I think overall, 2 out of 3, it's a good success, right?